The concept of flying cars has fascinated people for decades, often appearing in science fiction as something far beyond our reach. However, this once imaginary idea is now becoming a reality, largely due to Elon Musk's innovative vision. Known for tackling the impossible, Musk is determined to redefine transportation, making flying cars a part of everyday life. The most astonishing part is that these vehicles are expected to hit the market today. Musk has consistently pushed boundaries with his groundbreaking work in SpaceX, Tesla, and Neuralink. From electric cars to space exploration, he has repeatedly challenged traditional ideas. Now, with the announcement of flying cars, the world is buzzing with excitement. What used to be a fantasy scene in movies like The Fifth Element and Back to the Future Part 2 is now on the verge of becoming a tangible part of our lives. For decades, flying cars were nothing more than a dream, hindered by the lack of suitable technology. But Musk has confirmed that these vehicles are no longer distant possibilities, they are ready to revolutionize transportation. This development could drastically transform how we live and move. Flying cars could lead to the redesign of cities, reduce traffic congestion, and save countless hours lost in gridlock. Imagine soaring through the skies instead of being stuck on overcrowded roads. However, significant questions remain. How will Musk make these vehicles affordable and accessible to everyone? Will they become everyday transportation or remain a luxury item for the wealthy? Safety is another critical concern. As a new mode of transportation, flying cars must prove they can operate reliably and securely before gaining widespread acceptance. Musk's vision for flying cars isn't just about the vehicles, it's about transforming how humans interact with transportation and cities. He envisions a future where electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicles replace traditional cars and even short-haul flights. His goal is to create an efficient and sustainable form of travel. By using electric power, these flying cars could drastically reduce emissions and help combat climate change. They represent a step toward a cleaner, greener future, where traffic no longer contributes to pollution and CO2 levels. Beyond their environmental benefits, flying cars could also reshape urban life. They could make travel faster and more convenient, with vertical landing pads replacing traditional parking spaces. Imagine a world where you can quickly travel from the city center to the suburbs in minutes. Musk's vision extends beyond vehicles, he's rethinking the infrastructure of cities and how we approach mobility. Bringing this vision to life won't be easy. Musk must overcome numerous challenges, including making flying cars safe, practical, and affordable. Cities will need to adapt to new infrastructure, and people will need to trust this new form of transportation. These are significant hurdles, but Musk's track record suggests he is up for the task. The technology behind flying cars is complex and groundbreaking. At the heart of these vehicles is electric vertical takeoff and landing (eVTOL) technology. This allows the cars to take off and land vertically, similar to helicopters, but with electric propulsion. This innovation makes them suitable for urban areas where traditional aircraft cannot operate. eVTOL vehicles eliminate the need for runways and make flying cars practical for city centers and suburban areas. Advanced sensors and artificial intelligence systems will ensure safety and smooth operation. Just as Tesla's cars rely on autopilot for autonomous driving, flying cars will use similar systems to navigate the skies, avoid obstacles, and handle weather conditions. Battery technology is another critical challenge. Keeping a car airborne requires significant energy, and Musk's team must develop lightweight, powerful batteries capable of sustaining extended flights. Despite these technological advancements, flying cars must also be user-friendly and affordable to gain mass acceptance. Tesla has already disrupted the automotive market with electric vehicles, and now it faces the challenge of doing the same for aviation. Musk will also face regulatory hurdles. Introducing flying cars will require new aviation rules, flight paths, and air traffic management systems. Governments and aviation authorities must collaborate with companies like Tesla to create a framework for this new form of transportation. Public perception is another challenge. Many people may hesitate to trust flying cars, given the inherent risks and the idea of being airborne in a vehicle. Musk's flying cars promise not only to revolutionize transportation but also to contribute to environmental sustainability. These vehicles could significantly reduce emissions and pave the way for a cleaner planet. However, for this dream to become a reality, Musk must address safety concerns, regulatory issues, and the affordability of this groundbreaking technology. Elon Musk, known for his contributions to clean energy through his electric vehicles, solar products, and other renewable energy initiatives, aims to reduce the environmental impact of human activities. His ventures, such as Tesla and SpaceX, have already brought significant changes to industries, but now Musk is focusing on an even bolder idea: flying cars. The idea of flying cars is exciting, but it also raises questions about their environmental impact. Could flying cars help the planet, or will they introduce more environmental challenges? Musk's flying cars are expected to be electric, just like his electric vehicles. This means they will produce zero emissions during operation. If flying cars replace traditional gas-powered vehicles, the impact on the environment could be substantial. The transportation sector is responsible for a significant portion of global carbon emissions, and switching to electric flying cars could drastically reduce these emissions. Additionally, flying cars could help alleviate air pollution in urban areas. Cities around the world are plagued by poor air quality, mainly due to traffic congestion and the constant operation of traditional vehicles. With electric flying cars, the need for gas-powered cars on the road would diminish, potentially improving the air quality in cities. However, the environmental impact of flying cars extends beyond their operation. The production of electric vehicles, including flying cars, requires significant amounts of energy and resources, particularly for the batteries. These batteries require rare earth metals such as lithium, which are often sourced through mining practices that can cause significant environmental damage. Mining for these metals can disrupt ecosystems, pollute water supplies, and create hazardous working conditions. Therefore, while flying cars may operate cleanly, their production and the disposal of their batteries could have a negative environmental impact. To achieve Musk's vision of a cleaner future, these issues must be addressed, and solutions for sustainable battery production and disposal must be developed. In addition to the production of flying cars, there is another concern: the infrastructure required for them to operate on a wide scale. For flying cars to become a common mode of transportation, an entire network of charging stations will need to be built. This will likely place additional demands on the power grid, which could become overwhelmed if flying cars are adopted at a large scale. If the additional electricity needed to power these vehicles comes from non-renewable energy sources, it could undermine the environmental benefits that electric flying cars promise. To ensure that flying cars are truly sustainable, the entire ecosystem surrounding them, such as energy generation, charging infrastructure, and battery production, must be powered by renewable sources. Flying cars could completely change the way people think about transportation, especially in crowded urban areas. Imagine stepping out of your house, getting into a flying car, and within minutes, you're soaring above traffic and heading straight to your destination. This could lead to dramatic changes in how cities are designed and how people navigate them. Rather than large parking lots and garages that occupy valuable urban space, cities could be built with vertical landing pads for flying cars. These landing pads could be located in convenient places, such as near office buildings, shopping centers, or public spaces. This would make it possible to land a flying car close to where you need to go, potentially transforming urban infrastructure and making it more efficient. One of the most significant benefits of flying cars would be the elimination of traffic congestion. In large cities like New York, Tokyo, or Sao Paulo, traffic jams are a daily problem, wasting hours of valuable time for commuters. Flying cars could change that by allowing people to bypass congested roads and take to the sky. Instead of waiting in gridlock, commuters could simply fly over traffic, reaching their destinations more quickly and with less stress. Not only would this save time, but it could also lead to a dramatic reduction in traffic-related frustration and accidents. The widespread use of flying cars could also reduce the need for long commutes, as people would be able to work and live in different parts of cities or even regions, while still having access to convenient and fast transportation. However, such a major shift in transportation would require significant adjustments to our infrastructure and regulations. New air traffic control systems would be necessary to manage the increased volume of flying vehicles in the sky. Safety measures would need to be developed to ensure that flying cars don't collide with each other or face technical failures while in the air. Just as cities have adapted to conventional cars, urban planning would need to change to accommodate flying cars. This could involve redesigning roads, buildings, and transportation systems to support a new mode of travel. Moreover, people would need to learn how to use flying cars safely, which could require new driving licenses or even pilot certifications. Beyond urban transportation, flying cars could also revolutionize long-distance travel. Musk's vision for flying cars could allow for quick, direct routes over obstacles like mountains, rivers, and oceans. This would make travel between regions or even countries faster and more efficient. In theory, flying cars could eliminate the need for long drives or extended waits in airports, turning a cross-country journey into a quick and simple flight. Imagine no more long hours spent on highways or waiting for delayed flights. The ability to take off from almost anywhere and land in any suitable area could open up new possibilities for global connectivity. While flying cars might seem like something reserved for the ultra-rich at first, there is hope that they could become affordable for everyone. Musk has shown time and time again that he's capable of making advanced technology accessible to the masses. Tesla's success in making electric vehicles more affordable and practical for everyday people suggests that flying cars could follow a similar path. However, flying cars are likely to be more expensive to produce than traditional vehicles. They require advanced materials and technologies, such as lightweight carbon fiber and cutting-edge propulsion systems. Reducing the cost of flying cars will require mass production, improved manufacturing techniques, and advancements in battery technology, all of which could make the cars more affordable over time. The economics of flying cars also extend to their maintenance and energy usage. Like any new technology, flying cars will require specialized repair services, which could make maintenance expensive. Additionally, the cost of charging stations and the energy required to operate flying cars will need to be considered. These costs could add up for consumers, making flying cars less accessible for those with lower incomes. Musk will need to ensure that flying cars don't remain a luxury item for the wealthy but are available to a wide range of people. Safety is another crucial consideration when it comes to flying cars. While traditional cars have been around for over a century and have established safety standards, flying cars will need to prove themselves in the air. Unlike cars on the ground, flying vehicles will need to navigate complex air traffic systems and handle various weather conditions. This could be a challenge, especially considering that flying cars will not be piloted by trained professionals like pilots. Musk's flying cars could include advanced autopilot systems, similar to the ones found in Tesla vehicles, to help navigate safely. These systems could use artificial intelligence, AI, to detect and avoid obstacles, ensuring that flying cars can avoid collisions and respond to changes in the environment. Even with advanced technology, flying cars will still need to prove themselves safe enough for everyday use. There are many concerns about how flying cars will handle weather conditions, such as strong winds, thunderstorms, or fog. What will happen if a technical malfunction occurs mid-flight? Musk and his team will need to work closely with aviation experts and regulatory bodies to ensure that flying cars are held to the highest safety standards. On the environmental front, electric flying cars could help reduce emissions, especially if powered by renewable energy sources. However, the production of these vehicles, particularly their batteries, could have significant environmental impacts. Mining for lithium and other rare earth metals can be harmful to ecosystems, and the production of flying cars themselves could involve resource-intensive processes. These environmental costs must be addressed to ensure that flying cars do not end up creating new problems for the planet. Despite these challenges, Elon Musk has proven time and again that he is capable of turning ambitious ideas into reality. With his history of revolutionizing industries through Tesla, SpaceX, and Solar City, he has the expertise to bring flying cars into the mainstream. However, there are still many obstacles to overcome. The technology is advancing rapidly, but flying cars are not yet ready for widespread use. In the coming years, it's likely that we will see significant progress in making flying cars more affordable, efficient, and safe. Flying cars could change the way we think about transportation and urban design. If successful, they could transform the world in ways we can only imagine, offering faster, cleaner, and more efficient alternatives to traditional vehicles. While there is still a long way to go, the future of flying cars looks increasingly possible.